Hi you guys, it's Lindy. So we're doing another sold video. These are the 10 most noteworthy sales from December 2018. I do realize that we are well into January, but better late than never. So these are the top 10 things that I wanted to talk about that sold in December. So the first step are these men's diesel saddle size 34-inch straight leg jeans. You know that they are diesel saddle because it says diesel saddle right here on the waistband. These are completely different than other men's diesel jeans. These are more of obviously a Western style. They have the little saddle emblem on the waistband. So these are also button fly. They ended up selling for $20.81 on sale. They were 32% off plus the $7.25 shipping. So after the fees, cost of goods, and shipping cost, my total profit on this item was a little over $15, which again is always good for a used pair of jeans. Next up are these Lift and Volume Infinity Pro by Conair hot rollers. They are the 2-inch and they are made for the medium to long hair. This was something that I got in a liquidation lot. They were only listed for around a week before they sold for full price $29.97. You guys will start to notice that the items that I have that are not clothing items, all of those are going to be buy it now without a best offer because I am trying to hold my prices strong at that. I'm also going to be doing free shipping on those items. So you're going to start to see that trend. Whether or not I choose to change that trend in the future, we don't know, but that's what I'm doing right now. So these hot rollers sold for $29.97. They were open box, but it was brand new. You can see in the picture here that they were completely unused. The box was just opened. So after the shipping, the cost of goods, and all of the fees, my total profit on this item was $14.75. This item here is a purple InStyler Ionic Styler Pro. It's one of the InStylers. It's kind of like a 2-in-1. It's got the flat iron, but then it also has the roll brush kind of feature to it. This was also in a liquidation lot. It was brand new. All I did was open up the box and test it. So there you can see the condition. It says new other. The box has been opened and the unit was tested, but it was unused, which is totally true. Beauty items that are opened, if I always use my best judgment, it was not used. It was definitely not used to me. I did test it and make sure that it worked, which was awesome. It did sell for the $39.97 and free shipping. It was listed for around a week. It didn't take very long for it to sell. So after my fees, cost of goods, and shipping, the total profit on this item was right around $23. Okay, so this item is not exactly like a home run deal. So it did sell for $7.96 plus $4.75 shipping. So I did choose to feature this just to kind of prove that these are very summery, springy shorts, and they sold on December 27th. So they sold 2 days after Christmas. These summery, springtime, spring break, flip-flop, pineapple, palm tree looking shorts, they sold in the heart of winter. So that just goes to show, just because things aren't in season, that doesn't mean that you should always just end all of your listings and wait until they're in season. You might as well keep them listed, especially if you already put forth the effort into creating the listing. You might as well leave the listing going even when they're out of season. So after my cost of goods, shipping, and fees, my total profit on this item was right around $5.52. Okay, so this is a Braun Silk Epil 3 Epilator, which is a hair removal system. And up until last month, I had no idea what an epilator was. I'm going to be honest. But now that I know what an epilator is and I know how fast they sell, I am going to make sure that I keep my eyes peeled for them from here on out. This item was listed for I think 2 days. Very, very quick sale. Of course, no best offer or anything. I just took the sale when it came. It was brand new, but the box was open. So, and you can see here by the packaging, it was brand spanking new. So after, and I did get this in a liquidation lot, forgot to say that. So after fees, shipping, and cost of goods, my total profit on this item was $14.45. So this item is a Color Doctor blood pressure monitor, little wrist bracelet thingy-mabobber. I'm not sure what you want to call it. But it was pretty straightforward. This was all that came in the box. It was just the little case and then the wrist contraption itself. So I did price it pretty competitively, and it worked. It sold for $19.96 with free shipping. It was only listed for a day. It might have even sold within a couple of hours. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it did sell within a couple of hours. So that is awesome. It did come in a liquidation lot, so I did not have... it was a return liquidation lot, and I did test the item. It worked fine. So there was not much cost of goods, so I considered this to be a really good flip. After the fees, cost of goods, and shipping, my total profit on this item was around $10.40. So this item I wanted to talk about, not because it was a high dollar item, but because of how darn fast it sold. So they are Conair super clips, multi-purpose clips. They're like little clampy clips that you can use for various Conair hot rollers. They're a one size fits all kind of thing. So when people have those hot rollers and they lose the clips, they can buy something like this to clip the roller into their hair. And they don't have to worry about like finding a specific clip or anything like that. It's a multi-purpose, one size fits all kind of thing. So I actually had 2 boxes of these. I listed them. And I priced, I didn't price too competitively. I actually priced right around what the market was saying. There were some clips that were $8. There were some clips that were $10. There were some that were $11. There were some that were $7. I mean, the prices were between like $6, $7 all the way up to $14. And so I kind of priced like right in the middle of all of it. So that was $9.50 with free shipping. They were first class. They were very, very lightweight. But I had 2, and I listed both of them, of course, at the same time because it was a multi-quantity listing. Within about 4 hours, both sold to 2 different people. So one person came and bought one, and then a second person came and bought the other within a few hours of it being listed. I was really shocked at how fast they sold. That's why I wanted to make sure to point it out in this video that if you see things like this, if you're able to get them very inexpensively, these are selling really super fast on eBay. So again, I didn't make a lot of money after shipping fees, eBay fees, and my cost of goods. My profit was only $3.18 for each one. So, you know, a little over $6 for both of them. But just the fact that they sold so darn fast. If you are if you're passing these things up and you can get them cheap, you might want to rethink that for real. Okay, next up is this Jessica Simpson plus size crinkle dress. It was kind of like a zebra animal print kind of dress, really pretty. It sold for $28.66 plus $7.50 shipping. After my cost of goods and all of the fees and the shipping cost, my total profit on this item was a little over $20. However, this dress was listed for pretty long time. It took about 9 months for this to sell. I did have multiple quantities, so I do still have one left available, I believe, according to this listing, because it says right here, one available. So I guess I better go make sure that I actually have another one available, because I'm not exactly sure, if I'm being honest. But $20 profit, I don't hate that at all. That was nice. Okay, so this item here, I actually sold 2 of these as well. And I wanted to talk about it not just because my ROI was really good, but because of the sheer quickness of how it sold. Now, in retrospect, some people might say, well, of course that sold fast. You priced it really cheap. Now, I don't think I priced it cheap. I think I priced it on the lower end of my competitors, which was my goal. This Waterpik WP 660 Aquarius water flosser, it did come in a liquidation lot. I actually had two in identical condition, so I listed it as a multiple quantity listing. Both of these sold within 12 hours of listing it. Now, I will say that this was probably one of the first items that I listed on eBay when I decided to start doing liquidation last month. So when I priced it, I do feel like I was pricing it very, very aggressively to get it to move because I wanted to start the ball rolling. You know what I mean? So there was some comparable active listings that were around $35 all the way up to $70. So I wanted to make sure that I priced competitively enough so that the item would move fast. And boy, it worked. Both sold within 12 hours of me listing it, which was super refreshing. After fees, cost of goods, and shipping, my total profit was around $18 on one and $20 on the other. The reason for that price difference, even though it was the same price, was literally the difference in shipping. So I did do the free shipping on this item, and one went a little bit further away, so it was a little bit more expensive to ship. But still, $18 on one and around $20 on the other is pretty darn good, especially when I only had to create one listing and they both sold within 12 hours. That was awesome. We're gonna end on number 10 being a super duper high note. So this is a Braun Silk Epil 9 Epilator. So this one sold for $99.99. It actually came in the exact same liquidation lot as the other Epilator that sold for what, $33? $32.96. I had to look for the tab. It came in the exact same lot. Again, had no idea what an Epilator was. But when I looked up the price comps to this, I was like, holy cow, this is something special. So it was open box, but it was not used. I am the one that undid the cord. I am the one that tested it. Everything worked fine. All of the pieces were there. So of course, everything was laid out for the picture here, but it all got put back together in the box. So it was brand new condition. This sold for $99.99 within 2 days. 2 days. And I did price it very competitively, but not as competitively as the Waterpik water flossers. So most people, like there were some people that were selling it for $89 and some people that were selling it for $120. So I went with $99.99 knowing that I was about $10 more than some of my competitors, but I figured I could always lower the price or I could always put it on sale. I could always change something, but lo and behold, I priced it at $99.99 and it sold for $99.99 within 2 days. Again, no best offer, no nothing. So after fees, cost of good, and shipping, my total profit on this item was $75.01. Because I was super excited about this, I am going to add that 1 penny. $75.01 was my profit on this Epilator. Don't sleep on Epilators. If you see Epilators, jump on them because there is big money in those. All right, you guys, and with that, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and please remember to check the video description for useful links. All right, you guys, I will see you with my next video. Bye!